Have you ever felt like you were carrying an invisible backpack on your back, filled with memories, pain, and outdated beliefs? That backpack is so heavy you almost forget it's there, but it's also the thing that prevents you from truly moving forward. The truth is, most of what you call me is actually just habits, reflexes, and repeated fragments of memory. It's like a mask you've worn for so long that you believe it's your real face. And then you ask yourself, why am I stuck in these old loops? Why isn't healing coming? The answer lies here. You cannot step into a new life if you remain loyal to the energy of your old self. True healing truly begins when you dare to put down that backpack, when you allow yourself to walk lightly without being pulled back into the past. In this video, we'll explore why your old self is holding you back and how to let go of it to begin your true healing journey. When we talk about the old self, it's not just about past memories or unhealed wounds. It's the entire system of habits, thoughts, and emotions that you've repeated for many years. At some point, they become an unconscious programming, to the point where you live by it without even realizing it. Imagine, every negative memory, every time you were rejected, failed, or hurt, they all leave an emotional mark. Gradually, these feelings become habits, and then habits become a part of who you are. You're not just remembering the past, you're reliving it every day. The danger here is that the old self operates like a mask. It makes you believe that this is me. I am an anxious, doubtful, or self-critical person. But in reality, it's just the defense mechanism you created to survive the pain. And that's why the old self acts like an invisible magnetic field. It emits the frequency of old emotions, fear, lack, guilt, resentment, and the universe simply reflects that energy back, keeping you stuck in a loop. The question is, if you still carry the energy signature of the past, how can you step into a new reality? Pain is always something we want to avoid, bury, or forget. But the truth is, it is within itself that it contains the energy to liberate you from your old self. Each negative emotion, guilt, fear, disappointment, is like an alarm signal. It just shows you where in your soul is still unhealed. If you dare to sit down, to look directly at the pain instead of running away, you will realize that there is a lesson, a message within it. Pain is like fire. If you're afraid and run away, it will consume you. But if you learn to hold the flame in your hand, it becomes light, warmth, and the power for you to walk forward. When you turn pain into strength, you are no longer bound by your old self. You're starting to see things with a more mature and deeper perspective. And that's when the door to a new reality opened. So, what pain are you carrying that could become the greatest source of strength for your change? Quantum science gives us a different view of truth. Reality is not fixed. It reacts directly to your state of being. You don't just live in a physical world. You are a constantly radiating energy field, and the universe simply rearranges itself according to the signals you emit. This means you don't express what you want, but what you are. If you cling to your old self, full of doubt and regret, the universe will reflect that state back to you exactly. But if you start resonating with a different frequency, trust, clarity, love, a new reality will begin to open up before you. Imagine the observer effect. When you choose to observe yourself from a new perspective, you are collapsing countless possibilities to enter a completely different timeline. And in that timeline, you are no longer bound by old memories or habits. So the question is, what frequency are you broadcasting right now? And does that frequency resonate with the life you truly desire? The universe doesn't respond to your words or the vision boards you stick on the wall. It only reacts to your true state of being. Every thought you have creates an electrical signal, and every emotion you carry emits a magnetic signal. Together, they become a vibrational broadcast, and that is the language the universe hears. Coherence occurs when your mind, heart, emotions, and actions are all aligned in the same direction. When you think one thing but feel another, and your actions go against both, your energy becomes scattered, like a song out of tune. But when everything is in harmony, you become a tuning fork, and the universe must respond. This also explains why many people feel stuck. You can repeat affirmations like, "I am wealthy," or "I am worthy of love." But if deep down you still feel, "I am not enough," the energy field will reflect that belief, not the superficial words. So the key isn't about adding more affirmations, more effort, but about harmonizing. Enter a state where your heart feels at peace, your mind trusts, and your actions are aligned with what you truly desire. Try asking yourself, if you were that new version right now, how would your feelings, thoughts, and choices change? This is the first step in synchronizing your vibration with the reality you want to live. The interesting thing is you don't need to create a new self. It's always been there. A version of you, peaceful, free, loving, and living fully, exists in the quantum field right now. You don't have to invent them. You just need to remember them. The only distance between your current self and your future self isn't time, but vibrational frequency. When you live in old memories and old emotions, you are keeping yourself at a lower frequency. But when you release, let go, and allow yourself to step into alignment, you begin to tune in to the new version that already exists. Many people think this journey is about adding so much to themselves. Adding knowledge, adding experience, adding achievements. But the truth is the opposite. Your true self emerges when you let go. Let go of limiting beliefs, negative patterns, and the masks that the past forced you to wear. Imagine you are standing in front of a dusty mirror. The new being is not an image you add to it. It was always there. You just needed to wipe away the hazy dust. And when you look at yourself clearly again, you will realize you have never been lacking, never insufficient. You just temporarily forgot who you truly are. So the question for you is, how many old layers are you willing to shed today in order to touch your purest essence? Letting go of the old self is not a battle, but a journey back to oneself. When you understand this, releasing becomes a loving ritual rather than a forced effort. 1. Identify and name. First, stop and look directly at yourself. The old self isn't something vague. It could be the inner voice that constantly whispers, "I'm not good enough," or a cycle of guilt, anger, and doubt. Let's name it. By naming it, you brought it to light. 2. Acceptance and gratitude. Instead of resisting, acknowledge that this old part used to protect you. It's like a suit of armor, helping you survive difficult times. Whisper, "Thank you for being with me, but now I'm ready to let go." 3. Letting go ceremony. You can try to imagine carrying a heavy backpack on your back, filled with memories, pain, and fear. Now imagine you put that backpack down. Take a deep breath, then exhale, letting everything leave your body. Your body will naturally feel this lightness. 4. Embodying a new essence. As soon as you let go, a space will open up. Don't wait for someone to come and fill the void. You yourself should step into that void. Speak, act, and choose as the person you aspire to be. A version filled with freedom, peace, and unconditional love. 5. Neo held on with an affirmation. A simple but powerful affirmation. I let go of what is no longer mine. I am free to be myself. Every time you repeat it, you're not just speaking, you're vibrating at a new frequency. And from that moment on, the universe began to rearrange everything to reflect this new person. If you're listening to this part, are you ready to try it right now? Just one deep breath and let go. When you truly let go of your old self, you'll realize the change isn't just in your emotions, but in the reality around you as well. What was once heavy and delayed seemed to disappear. You begin to feel lighter with each breath, more free with each choice. The universe immediately reflects back. Old relationships that are no longer a good fit will gradually fade away, and new people, in tune with the frequency you are emitting, will appear. Work, opportunities, and creative ideas will also rearrange themselves to support your new self. The most important thing is to maintain daily practice. Every morning, before the outside world touches you, ask yourself, which version of myself do I want to live as today? This small question is a powerful tool for you to anchor new vibrations. When you maintain coherence, mind, heart, and action in harmony, you will find synchronicity happening more often. Unexpected coincidences become signs that you're on the right path. Remember, you don't need to destroy your old self. Just let it rest. Healing begins when you acknowledge, are grateful, and then gently move forward. And each step in this new vibration is a declaration. I have become the person I choose to be. The healing journey isn't a straight path, but a series of moments where you learn to let go, be grateful, and move forward. Each time you let your old self rest, you are giving yourself a gift, the freedom to live more fully, lightly, and authentically. If you look back now, you'll probably see that you've come a lot further than when you started. And believe me, everything you're going through has meaning to help you become the strongest and clearest version of yourself. You are not alone on this journey. Let's learn to relax together. Let's open our hearts together to embrace new levels of vibration. If you feel this video resonates with you, please subscribe so we can continue this journey together. Each week, I will delve deeper with you into the journey of awakening and healing. Are you ready for the next step?